It's very simple. It has nothing to do with relaxation, although relaxation is the byproduct. Hypnosis is simply, as Dave Ellman said back in the late 40s and early 50s, hypnosis is a state of mind in which critical faculty of the human is bypassed and selective thinking is established. The guy I learned from, who was taught by Dave Ellman, puts it this way. Hypnosis is the Hypnosis is the bypass of the critical faculty of the mind, or the factor of the mind, conscious mind, and the establishment of acceptable selective thinking. Pretty simple. So we're going to look at that real quickly, and I'm going to illustrate on the screen what I'm talking about. First of all, your mind is an organic computer. I'm not going to go through this all. Does everybody know how a computer works? Any geeks in here, by the way? Anybody here a geek? Computer geek? You're going to admit it? Okay. Basically, your brain works exactly like this. And I'm not going to go into this part because the next part's actually a lot more important, okay? Bottom line, guys, our brain functions the way it functions, and that's what we're going to look at. And here's how it works. This is a model of the mind. This is, in other words, how the mind works. You have the conscious mind, critical factor, and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is, like I said on the screen before, is like the RAM. It's the random access memory of the computer. Meaning, it does the temporary job to turn on the computer, access the software it needs to access, to keep it running. So it's short-term memory. And if you look right there, it says WAR, W-A-R. That's where the war takes place, your conscious mind. Why do I say that? It's your willpower, your analytical mind, and your rational mind. Okay, I do not believe that God ever intended us to make major changes in our life by pure willpower. For example, smoking. They estimate 1% of the population can actually stop smoking with pure willpower. The reason why is change takes place in the subconscious mind. So remember, the conscious mind is a short-term memory. So the subconscious mind is where all the work takes place. It's your long-term memory. So when you want to go back, everything you've ever done, said, experienced, did, whatever, is stored in your subconscious mind just like a computer. That's why computer forensic specialists can find, the pedophiles and so forth. They find all these gross files and stuff from years ago because it's there. It never goes. Even if you delete something off your computer, it doesn't go anywhere, just like your subconscious. It doesn't judge. It has one job, which is down there at the very bottom, and that's to protect you. Now listen, its job is to protect you from things both real or imagined. Okay? So even if you imagined it as a little kid or something, your perspective was that it was hurtful or whatever, your subconscious mind kicks in to protect you from that. Okay? So it doesn't judge, it just responds to protect you. It responds to the information coming to it. It's also your emotional mind. And because it's your emotional mind, it's your imaginative mind as well. You want really a quick change to happen? Use your imagination. And then it generates emotions, which builds a belief, which results in an action. And by the way, that's how habits are formed, and that's the next thing. Habits are formed in your subconscious mind. Now, I said it's protective, but one of the negatives about your subconscious mind is that it's lazy. It won't make the change for you. Okay? So in other words, if you have negatives and positive things happening, if you get a negative message because it's lazy, it cuts through your subconscious mind, your critical factor like a hot knife through butter. But if you try to give yourself a positive, and there's nothing in your subconscious mind to associate with that positive, it just rejects it, and that's the next thing. So you have harmonious suggestions, meaning we call them information units. They're just firing at you from the TV, from your spouse, from your friends, or whatever. And your subconscious mind, it's either being rejected, like this right here, not in harmony, or it's being accepted all the way through your subconscious mind. How am I doing with time?
You did 5 minutes.
To my 15.
Yeah.
Sweet. You're awesome. So that's basically how that works. Now, before I continue, has anybody here ever been hypnotized? Purposely? Okay, you have to? Sweet. Who else? Okay, was it in like a clinical setting or whatever? No? Was it a stage show? Okay, cool. Anybody else? Was yours a stage show? How about yours, Mary?
It was clinical.
Sweet. Okay. Got over your psychosis? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah, she has a knife. Awesome. Well, I hate to tell you guys this, but every single one of you in this room, I would suspect, unless you have a 40 IQ or experiencing severe dementia, or you're psychotic or schizophrenic, every single one of you in this room have experienced hypnosis. They say on estimate, the normal person will experience hypnosis 7 times a day. It's a very natural way your mind operates. Matter of fact, you go through hypnosis, the state of hypnosis, when you're falling asleep, and you go through hypnosis as you're waking up every day. Okay, so it's a very natural. So does everybody understand how this works? And I did it really fast, but I really want you to understand that because the whole purpose for this talk is to demythify hypnosis. To answer all the